Blizzard is apparently worse than Hitler and Stalin combined. Well, most likely not, but according to some people, they might just as well be. Now, some of you might be wondering what the hell I'm talking about, so please let me explain. Now, earlier this week, Blizzard started the second installment of the Nexus challenge, which allows players to earn in-game rewards for both Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm by playing, well, Heroes of the Storm. This is done to help bring players from one game to the other. Now, many console players criticize Blizzard for making the rewards only obtainable in a PC-only game, and rightfully so in my opinion. Since many console players do not have access to a PC they could play Heroes of the Storm on, those skins are essentially unobtainable for them. Blizzard announced that console players will be able to get those skins through loot boxes in the future though, but they haven't announced any date as to when that should be possible. This in my opinion clearly shows though that Blizzard does not hate console players, unlike some people are proclaiming on the forums. But if we can't blame Blizzard for our misery, who should we hate instead? In this case, it's quite easy. Sony and Microsoft. Publishing a game on PS4 or Xbox One is quite a long, tedious and expensive process. This is, by the way, also the reason why there is no PCR on consoles. Now, paying a licensing fee to publish a game that's free to play, like Heroes of the Storm is, sounds kind of stupid, right? Clearly, doing something like that is not a feasible option for Blizzard, and in my opinion, the only ones to blame are Sony and Microsoft, who don't want to part ways with their outdated licensing system, because why would they? They're holding a monopoly on their platforms, and as long as the player base is there, they're gonna keep charging devs to publish. Now, I really don't want to turn this video into a console versus PC debate, those are just stupid in my opinion, but I just wanted to remind you that in this case, it is not Blizzard that is trying to commit platform genocide against console players, but rather the console company's strict publishing policies and fees preventing such an event from happening across all platforms. Sure, you might say that the whole idea of making those skins only obtainable through Heroes of the Storm is stupid, but after all, it's a marketing campaign by Blizzard to promote their different games to people that only play one of them. And since the rewards are only cosmetic, it honestly does not take away from the gaming experience of those that can't participate in the event. Yes, Blizzard did say that all DLC content for Overwatch is free, and guess what? It still is! Heroes of the Storm is a free-to-play game after all, and you really shouldn't be holding them responsible for the fact that you can't play it for free on all platforms. Anyways, those were just my 2 cents on the whole matter, but what do I know, I'm only a snobby PC elitist after all. Leave me your enlightened opinions about Blizzard committing war crimes in the comments, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and consider subscribing if you want to see more of my content. Until next time, bye.